political profile of Montreal County, where Oswald may have spent the summer and Stanley the county seat, is also a very communist-oriented county, if you can believe that. Now, you got to look at populist history in North Dakota in the 1920s, 30s, and a lot of Finlanders settled there, and they would actually run openly as communists for county offices and so on. So you've got H.L. Hunt and Halliburton and Brown and Root watching this, and they're thinking, hey, this is a pretty good place to frame somebody. And the synthesis of all that is that the state geologist happened to be my next door neighbor, about 3 blocks over here, growing up. His son was the guy that walked in the back door to see Kennedy's speech that day. After Kennedy was killed, he would hold forth in the backyard about how his hunch was that H.L. Hunt was behind the assassination. Well, H.L. Hunt was LBJ's sugar daddy. And they played all sides of the fence. So it wasn't just LBJ, it was any Texas politician, because there was enough money to go around. Well, Mr. Folsom from the geology department here, state petroleum engineer, would meet with H.L. Hunt in Bismarck in the Holiday Inn to do lease work for drilling wells. And he'd always tell me the story, you know, boy, I just got back from Bismarck, and it was such a pain to have to try and get H.L. Hunt to do the paperwork for the lease. All he'd want to do was talk about killing Kennedy. And he said he was legally blind by then. He'd get so tired of listening to it, he'd give up on getting the paperwork done. He'd back out of the room, head down to his room down the hallway, and as he went back to his room, he could hear H.L. Hunt ranting about killing Kennedy.
What?
Just an addendum, I have no doubt H.L. Hunt was involved in the assassination. Let me make a couple brief mentions of addenda in relation to my previous presentation. The newsman who, late in the evening at CBS, when told that the shooter was supposed to be above and behind, was incredulous and said, how can he have been shot from in front from behind, was Frank McGee, who was very prominent in this time. The physician who drew the additional diagram of the blowout with the hair that's regarded as being very accurate is Robert McClellan. A question was raised about the film. You can go on to assassinationscience.com and get the very same film I showed you here, the technically improved version of John Costello, which is the best available in the world, for free right there. It has improved in multiple ways, but including taking care of what is known as aspect ratio correction and pincushion correction, so you get the best possible result. That's available to you for free on that website. In relation to Oliver Stone's film JFK, I'd like to say it is, in my estimation, the most accurate, complete, and comprehensive presentation of what actually happened at Dealey Plaza ever presented to the American people through the mass media. Although, of course, since there, by our research, were 6 shooters as opposed to 3, it's too simple by half. Finally, the other observation Ted Sorensen made in excusing himself from concern about the assassination was the observation that it won't bring JFK back. Of course, it's true it won't bring JFK back, but if we understand how these things are done and the techniques that are used, perhaps we can prevent it from happening again. Thank you.